Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jess and today we're going to be doing a 2025 Notion tour, and it's going to be a very simplistic Notion just because I find that as soon as I start adding more tabs that are like kind of unnecessary and just I don't really use, I tend to not use my Notion because it's just too overwhelming and takes too long to get to every single little thing. So if you want a more simplistic and effective version of Notion without a bunch of unnecessary stuff that's kind of easy to add to, then keep watching. Okay, so if we just open up to my Notion dashboard, and this is it. I just named it my name and then the dashboard, but I know some people call it like their base or whatever. You can name it whatever you want, but this is like the home page. So yep, and then I just have this cover that I made through Canva, and I just got photos from Pinterest. I like it a lot, and also if I want to I can change it like throughout the year, but I'll put the dimensions that I used up on the screen. First of all, I have this call out box and it just has yearly goals, and it's just sort of my 4 main ones, but to be honest there's like other ones as well, but that just is here, which takes me to, it's just a very simple page. Again, it's just gonna be very more like simple yet effective like things. I don't need like a bunch of like really in-depth stuff, so it's just a list of all my goals as a checklist and then broken into different sections. Very easy to access from my dashboard. And then we just have the 3 main sections that I'll probably use this year: life, planning and uni. And then we have this little widget. I'll put on the screen the different like websites that you can use. But yeah, I think you literally just put the link in and click embed. I'm not sure. I think they'll tell you on the website, but I'll put some of like the most popular ones on the screen. But yeah, it just says the time. I had a calendar one in my last year's one, but to be quite honest, I didn't ever look at it, so it's just kind of nice to have this here. And then I just have my daily to-do list. So just very simple, but it's all I really need for that. So it's just, you know, these so far, and then quick links. Now this is kind of really good for me just because I find that like, because these pages are all in different sections. So like video ideas, week's content is both within the art, so it would take me like a while to like click on it and then go to another page just to get to this page. So I just put all of the ones that I use most on this section. But yeah, so I have week's content, video ideas, art, shopping list, sticky notes, and I'll come back to like the separate pages later, but we'll just finish this page. And then this is probably the main part of this dashboard, which is my different planning forms, I guess, or tracking forms. But we have my content tracker, which is just a calendar, and then we have my uni timetable, and obviously I haven't started uni yet, so it just doesn't have anything on it. Then we have the content to do, and this is kind of the one that I check the most often. And I pretty much write the week's like stuff that I have to do for content down in this section. And then in status, it's obviously whether I've started it or not, which I've only done one. And then the priority level, I don't usually do the estimated time in hours, but it wouldn't be like, I could easily do that. And then the date that I would prefer to get it done, I just have it as due date, but the same thing. Like, and then this week I kind of just put like the main things that I want to get done that don't necessarily have to involve content. Like there is one thing about content here, but 2 of them are like separate. And yeah, that's the whole page. I've already seen the yearly goals, so I guess I'll go straight into life. Oh, I love this cover. And yeah, and then yeah, so these are the daily habits, and the daily habits are actually meant to work towards the yearly goals. So yeah, this is just something that I really like to do, and then it's a new thing, but I've been really liking it. I've actually been checking it every day. It's kind of reminded me, even though it's only the 3rd, but I've used Notion a lot, like every day. So yeah, it doesn't have to happen, but majority of them I would prefer to happen, like paint, sketch, work on YouTube, work out, read, pretty much everything except for the last 2, like I would prefer to happen every single day. And then I just have the checkbox, so I'll probably check that at the end of the month. And then I have the number, and this is pretty much, say every day that I do it, I add another number. So say if I had done this every single day, I think I've read every day, it's 3. And pretty much what I've done is I've done divided by 31, and so it's like every day of the month. And so as I add it, it like slowly builds towards, you know, the end of the month, and then I see how many days in the month I've done it at the end. But yeah, and then I kind of just have events, so just anything that is coming up that I might need to remember. So any birthdays, any holidays, which I actually have to add in there. And then okay, so this is kind of like the goal. This was my 2024 goal. I haven't changed this quite yet. I think, yeah, I definitely haven't done my expenses, and I haven't done this one, and I haven't done my income goal. Like I kind of did that, but that's the only thing I've done, but I'll probably change that after this. And then if we just go back into the life, the work doesn't really apply to me, if I'm being completely honest. Like there's nothing in here, but I'll just add stuff maybe about my art, and I don't know, I haven't figured out what I'm doing with that page yet, but it's there. I might get rid of it if I don't use it soon. And then we just have everything, and this is literally just as simple as it gets. It's just everything that I'm doing. So every time I'm working, every holiday, every time I have a class, like it's all gonna go in this one. Yeah, and that's life. I might add stuff throughout the year if I need it, but so far this is all I need for that section. So yeah, and then I just go back to this page, and then planning. I love this cover. I just actually, for this one, I searched up Claude Monet on this section of the cover part, and it came up, and I was like, righty-ho, you're going in there, and I really like it. Oh, and the icons, I get the icons from, I just search up icons on Google, and it comes, I just use this one, but yeah, I just download them. And then you can just go here, click upload, and you just upload the image. And save it as a PNG, otherwise it won't be transparent, but yeah, if you want it to be transparent, of course. And then I just did planning as the title, and then my goals for Q1. Now this is where we start getting a bit fancy, because I start breaking it down into different sections, and this is how I'm going to achieve my yearly goals. And so I just kind of broke my yearly goals down into quarterly goals, and then I can break the quarterly goals down into weekly goals and even daily goals then, to all work towards it. But yeah, I just have all these different sections, but yeah, I just have these in like different sections. And then I have the habits again, so that was the same one from before. And then I actually have weekly habits, and then habits to achieve the Q1 goals. So this is always interesting to just come back to, just be like, okay, wait, so what do I need to do when I'm like planning my week, and I'm like, okay, what do I need to do this week It's very helpful. I just have that for all of them. We have my planner set out into weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly. This is very nice to have. But yeah, weekly habits, I don't really have that much. It's pretty much what was up here is down here. And so far I only have things about like my content. So we'll see how that ends up panning out. But so far that's what I have. Then we have monthly. Then we just click on the page and it takes us to this next page, which is just the monthly breakdown. It's very simple, not too much here, but my goals for the month, and this can change, but post consistently, get into better habits and stay consistent with those habits. And then the habits are like what I shared before. It's just like the daily habits. So that's what I want to stay consistent with. And so far I've been doing those pretty well. But yeah, and then we just have monthly goals. And I just have, I'm going to edit this. This also has to be 31. Divide by 31, and it's just a ring. So I think I've done that twice. We just have that, and then we have the importance and the date, which I don't think I'll probably delete that column just because I don't really use it. But yeah, and then we just have the chart. It's just interesting to look at, but that's pretty much my monthly goals page. And then we can go back to quarterly. And we have another Claude Monet image, which is quite lovely. This is probably one of my favorites. And we have this really pretty icon here. But yeah, and this one's just a quarterly one. Now, in my opinion, the quarterly one is the most important, at least to me, plus as well as the daily habits, but breaking it down quarterly seems like it's so much easier to achieve. But yeah, we just have the date for Q1, which is obviously January 1st to March 31st, and then we have important events / things happening. And to be honest, I'll probably start putting more things in as they happen, but so far that's all I have. And then I just put a little quote for the quarter, which is very cute. And then we just have my goals for this quarter, and then the habits to achieve the goals right beside them. And then, yep, that's pretty much it. But I was just able to break it down on this page, make it really simple, and yeah, very, very nice. We go back, and finally, you've already seen yearly, but it's pretty much just my yearly goals. I might add stuff to this, and if I do, then I might post it at the end of the year actually, another Notion tour, and just do like what's changed, and then building like another one. But yeah, that's pretty much my whole planning page. But yeah, it's very simple, but it's like, it works for me. So planning, and then uni, it's very simple at the moment just because first year going into uni and I got no idea what's happening, so I don't know what to add there yet. So this will definitely be changing. It's also not looking as aesthetic as it could, but so far I just have my timetable, which I'll add stuff to. I just haven't added it yet. And then a little cute cover that I made, a little book icon which I really like, and some of the passwords, and then assessments, which there's nothing in there right now because I don't have any assessments yet. And then we just have another bit of the timetable. I'll probably add stuff as it goes. But yeah, I'll probably add other things as well into here, but as of right now, this is all I need. And yeah, so that's the 3 main pages. And then we have the quick links, which are some of my favorites. First we have art, which is like my main dashboard, and it's kind of all over the place. It may seem like that, actually. It's not all over the place for me, but it's... So as you can see, this is still partially from 2024 because I have a HSC. However, now it's just kind of business side of it. I made a little mood board, but I might change that now because it's kind of changed my perception of what I want my art sort of vibe to be. And then I just have goals. I will also probably change that as well, but I've split them into very clear boxes, and I've just made lots of different mood boards. This is the vibe of like the packaging that I really want to do. Again, we just have the content tracker, which is the same one from pretty much everything else that I've showed you when it's come up with content tracker. So it's nice because I can edit the content tracker anywhere on the page and it'll change all the rest of them that are also the content trackers, which is nice. Pretty much just has all of this sorts of things. And then we have my income goal, which I might not go into. I also want to make clothing when I'm older, but that's why there's some things about clothing in here. But it's just kind of like, it's kind of like a brain dump for what I want my art to kind of be in the future as well, which is why there is also future apartment, because I want to buy an apartment in the future. So that's kind of there. It kind of inspires me to work on my art. And then we have all of my content and kind of the goal, but I still need to edit that. We have the future website, which is just this so far. We have YouTube, which again, the content tracker, and then we kind of just have everything in there. We have mood boards, we have the mic set that I ended up getting, we have first video thumbnail, first 5 video series, video ideas, goals, all that sort of stuff. My goals have kind of changed now. These are also kind of motivation, like when I hit 10,000 I'll buy myself headphones. And then sort of like kind of blurt ideas of things that I want to do, my niche, kind of my plan, and the vibe that I really want. It's literally just like a brain dump of stuff, but it's really nice. So that is that. And then video ideas, which I won't go into too much context, it's just literally just a bunch of video ideas. And then we have my week's content, which I really like using. It's quite simple, but it's very good. So I just have my content tracker again and a Notion tour. So I just kind of have the YouTube videos that I really want to do, and I put those here. And so these are the 3 that I really want to do. And then we have short form ideas, and then the content to-do list again, and then quick links. So this is kind of like just random ideas. I haven't really added anything in there because that's a new page that I added this year. We have, and same with these 2 as well. So they're kind of just like plans, but I will definitely add to that. And then I just kind of have a shopping list, which I kind of just, if I see something that I like, but I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get it now, I'll literally just chuck it in here. It's quite helpful. And then we have sticky notes, which, to be completely honest, I don't really use that often. However, I thought maybe this year I could get into it. As you can see, I literally haven't used them. It's a template that I got off, I think it was literally off the Notion thing, which is right here. And I just clicked templates, searched up sticky notes maybe. That's that. And that is the finished Notion tour. I hope you liked it. I really liked making that video, and I love Notion. And if you liked the Notion tour, and if you want to see any videos like that in the future, just let me know. And if you like this video, maybe if you would like to, I would love a thumbs up, or if you would love to subscribe, that would be amazing. But yeah, I hope you have a great day, and bye bye.